Welcome to Ignite Success. I'm your host, Snowden McFall, professional speaker, six-time author, and coach. And with me today is an inspiring woman. She is the principal of Oakleaf Village Elementary School, Tracey Kendrick. Welcome, Tracey.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure. So I know that you have a tremendous passion for STEM. So where did that come from? Where did that passion and interest come from?
So I myself, kind of as an elementary school student, was steered away from advanced math and science, even though I kind of had an interest in those areas. So as a teacher, as an administrator, I've always made it my goal, my work, to make sure that children were not disenfranchised, that girls were recognized, that minorities were recognized, that we gave them that same opportunity to participate in those classes and did not steer them away from those types of careers.
Awesome. So how long have you been a principal?
I have been a principal for about 12 years. You start to lose track after a while.
Right. I was a school teacher when I was quite a bit younger in New England, so I taught junior high school during that time, social studies and English. But I have great respect for STEM. So I know we had Kathleen Schofield on the show from STEM to Hub recently, and I know that you have had some interesting experiences with her. What happened when you two went to Microsoft? And I guess you were part of 30 people, right?
One of 30 educators that was chosen across the Southeast, from Mississippi, Alabama, Mississippi, Florida.
That's terrific.
We spent 2 weeks in Seattle learning some computer science skills, learning to code, and hacking. So hacking is where we take projects and we improve them. So it's where you can take any kind of product or project and you hack it. So you improve it and make it better. And so we built relationships with educators across the Southeast. We problem solved together. We talked about how we could implement the things that we learned in Seattle in our own districts, in our own schools.
Which is so exciting. So Microsoft, I know, is very much involved in this and very supportive. So were you partnering up with Microsoft employees there? Yes,
Microsoft employees, engineers, interns. It was amazing, an amazing experience. We had a college engineer, we had a college intern, we had Microsoft engineers, and the interns talked about how much Microsoft worked to recruit them because they're looking for employees.
Oh, so, very interesting. Yes.
Yeah, concerts and fun stuff, and so that was an interesting experience as an educator to talk to interns that Microsoft is recruiting.
Right, and I know that they're doing an amazing job. And what have you brought back in terms of how you will apply it to your school and what you will do with it in terms of STEM?
Well, so one of the things that we are doing at my school is creating a PD room, a room where teachers can collaborate and get together. We want teachers to implement computer science. And the teachers do not necessarily have those skills. They don't have that background. They haven't had that training. So teachers on my campus want to get together, problem solve, brainstorm, and figure out how to implement computer science from kindergarten all the way up to 6th grade.
Which is wonderful. I mean, I think that's so important. I know the current CEO of Microsoft, Satya, has been hit refreshed, and so it's a whole new collaborative approach, and the culture there is all about collaborating. So you are exemplifying that in your own school.
We're trying, yes.
Yes, starting to get it. And are generally the teachers excited about it?
They're excited and they're impassioned about it. Yes. They think it's important. So they're willing to put the time in and the energy to make that happen. We did Hour of Code last year as an entire faculty.
Wow.
Teachers, myself, students, kindergarten, everybody, and it was so much fun. And teachers really began to realize how important it was to bring these skills to our elementary school students.
Well, and I think that this is part of a much broader mission, which is to prepare our children for the workforce of the future. Is that correct?
Correct. So some of the biggest growing professions are in the STEM field currently. With the rollout of 5G network across this country, there are going to be more and more careers. If I saw anything, evidence that we're on the right path was at Microsoft and how heavily they were recruiting high school kids and college kids to come work for them. So it is very important that we train our kids in computer science, coding, so that they can participate in those lucrative careers.
Right, and they're making a big difference. And in your opinion, as far as, Duval County schools, and I know you're in Clay County and North Florida, and you saw the Southeast in general. How are different school systems around the Southeast changing? I mean, are they aware that this is a big need, and is it something that's taken a back seat for too long, and is there a positive approach towards it?
Well, so what I will say in my research is that school districts across the country have realized that this is a problem, and they are starting to really gear up to, start teaching kids coding and computer science, but they're a little late to the game.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
North Florida, we're a little ahead of some other parts of the country.
That's
actually,
great. That's nice.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And we're rolling out tons of computers to classrooms and to kids, and working to build those foundational skills with them.
Well, thank you for what you're doing as an educator and a leader and an administrator and really an innovator in our community. We so appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much.